To be back. I remember last year this kind of signified, it felt like the beginning of June. It's right around the corner, recruiting season, and so our staff's on the road right now working hard. Looking forward to the guys getting back to campus a couple weeks away here after they had finals, so enjoying a little bit of time. This is their one time really between now and a year from now where they get away. So our players worked extremely hard. Spring ball about a month out now, so looking forward to getting back 2 weeks here and getting back to work. So looking forward to a great day today. Questions?
How do you feel about offensive tackle depth once the portal settles some and where that sits right now?
Yeah, I think one guy that did a nice job this spring and was kind of forced into action to play some tackle was Olas, and he did a really nice job. He's he's really placed a lot of emphasis on really the body piece, and just putting a lot of work in, whether it's in the weight room or just with nutrition, and I think that's really transformed and helped him be able to make that adjustment. Again, like I said, forced into action, gave us giving us some depth that I think we feel confident in there. He's a versatile guy, can play inside and outside. And then there are some young guys, some young guys that hopefully aren't forced into action, but guys that we're getting ready. And then you feel good about Proctor and Wilkin being the guys that come back that have a lot of experience. The rest of the offensive line, I think, as a whole, just working together is always the key when it comes to that position group. And those guys got good chemistry, and really having four of the main five back is important for us. And it's something I think that we can really build on and be a strength for us.
Kalen, just to keep on the offensive line, what encouragement did you give to Michael Carroll, I guess, heading into his first summer to kind of train ahead of his first fall camp?
What was the first part?
With Michael Carroll, what was kind of your encouragement to him as he went off and kind of prepares for his first fall camp?
Yeah. He's a versatile guy too. Could play guard, had to play a little bit of tackle here this spring, and Michael's got the right mindset, attitude. I think there's a learning curve for any player, but especially offensive line, and it's physical, it's mental, and Michael made the steps that you would really hope a player would make throughout the spring, much like I think many of our guys did. So he's, all these guys right now, I think that the big thing for them is they got to understand the month of May isn't a time just to be away and just come back, where you left off. They need to be progressive, and I think with those young guys, and Michael would be one of them, you challenge them to go have a great month of May. Enjoy your time with your family and all that good stuff, but let's make sure we're working so when you come back after Memorial Day here, we're ready to roll.
Do you foresee Alex Asparuhoff being able to play in the fall, or is he going to be ready?
He'll be cleared. Alex will be cleared, and so that's the expectation there. I think probably from our standpoint, we wanted to make sure that we had a couple different options, and just him not having the level of training, the level of work that you'd have if you were healthy all through the spring and summer. That was something that we just wanted to make sure we guarded against. And he's really coming along. He's an athlete. He's a strong kid. Seems like he's really his recovery process has gone well. So we expect him to be cleared and be part of the competition.
Curious what your message was to the quarterbacks coming out of the spring about where the competition stood, what you want to see from them, because the competition doesn't end right in spring practice.
Right, it doesn't. The competition always continues. That's this year, that's any year. I think the biggest thing for them, the message is that they all got to keep getting better for us to accomplish what we want to do as a team, and of course being quarterback driven in a lot of ways, personnel driven too, but the quarterback position needs to keep progressing. So this summer, fall camp, they all got to keep getting better, and that's their mindset. They're great kids, and they understand that. They have high goals for themselves, individually, and also our whole team.
Yeah, when you were a confident guy, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing, but what happened in the offseason with no guys going to the portal? How much confidence did that give you that this thing is headed in the right direction?
Well, I think that we had quite a few there after the season, and just as far as the roster management piece, a lot of it took place there, and really they made a commitment to our team to get back to work, and they've done a great job of just focusing on the right things. We've been able to take things because of our continuity, both with coaching staff and our players, to another level when it comes to the details, and that's got to continue on. We're far from where we need to be yet, but there's good momentum, and they feel that. I think individually, our guys see a value, they see a role that they can bring to our team in the different capacities, depending on who you're talking about, and that's great to see. And as they refer to, the brotherhood, I think is really important. That chemistry starts with our staff. I think they feel that, and they feel like there's good alignment on down to each position group and the guys within those rooms. So I'm excited that that continuity can exist. We really didn't have any issues, any guys at all that even came forward where we had to feel like we were fighting to keep them, which it's never perfect, but it feels like it's in a good spot as we get into the summer.
On the other side of the portal, what did you see in those 2 tight ends that y'all brought in that just kind of met the need y'all had?
Yeah, I think the potential to kind of have a little bit of young and old, and then also just it's a little bit more size. You lose CJ and Robbie at tight end. Those guys got some good size. Danny wasn't able to do the work that we had hoped with the injury. It's not his fault or anything like that, but we just wanted to make sure we got enough depth and enough options as we go through the summer. Many of the guys that weren't working out, this spring are still not full go until probably closer to camp, and so that's critical for us to be able to get the work in this summer, was to bring some guys in. And so those 2 that joined us here in the after spring ball, really looking forward to them getting to work. They're great kids, and getting one younger, one older, but I think they both have a body type that's a little bit bigger, put some good weight on them, and play both with their hand in the dirt, play off the ball, versatile that way.
Last one. Coach, what did you enjoy about being here last year, and what made you want to come back?
Well, I don't know if I love hitting a golf ball in front of what feels like a million people, but it's fun to be out here and be around with all the people, and see the coaches, see these. It's fun to see these pro golfers do what they do in their element. So I love the game. Can't say that I'm great at it. I heard what Nate's comment was about trying to be over 100. I guess I'll try to adopt that philosophy too. If you score over 100 on the field, probably a little different deal. But staying under 100, that's probably a bigger challenge than anything. So I'll enjoy the day. Enjoy being around here. Appreciate all you guys for covering our teams.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.